Hello all, today we are gonna color this whimsical garden journey coloring book. This video is gonna be different since you have seen the title. I'm gonna use some gouache for coloring this adult coloring book. I have never used gouache in coloring book. Actually, I have used it in my artworks. I mean, for my illustration purpose, but not on the coloring book. I don't know how it's gonna work in this normal KDP paper coloring book because gouache is very we will use water in that and your paper will get crinkled. Because this is matte finish, we want to make it like a paste and we want to apply it. I don't know how it's gonna work. I'm gonna try, and I'll also leave my point of view to you so that it may be helpful to you. For that, I have decided. Wait, let me show you the artwork. Okay, I am gonna do this do this illustration. I hope you can see now the whole spread illustration. First, let me read out the quote. It's time to embark on another magical pathway. Take in all the beauty as you go. The rocks are adorned with beautiful little blooms, creating the illusion of soft floral ball. They have never looked more enchanting. Here it has very broad, clean lines, so that I have chosen this artwork. The other artworks will have some intricate details, so I don't want to go into that now because I don't know. I personally think these tiny details we cannot do it in gouache, I guess. Maybe we can do. First, I don't want to take the risk. I'm gonna try it in this broad, scattered, not scattered. I'll say that it has more space to fill the color. Later, we can use a color pencil on top of the gouache and we may work on this. As of now, I have decided this artwork, and also I tried some color blocking like this. I hope you can see. Yeah, like this. I'll zoom in. This has more blue and lots of green, all the different shades of green here, and some blue for the flowers. I need some purple, pink, yellow, everything. This pathway, I'm in confusion whether to do it in green or leave it like a sand, earthy tone. I don't know. As of now, I have kept the sky blue. It's a day sky. I have decided that that's all in this color blocking. I have not given anything very detailed here. Just for giving the idea, I have chosen this. Before getting into the artwork, let's see what are all the materials I have taken here. I am gonna use this Winsor and Gouache. I am gonna use this Winsor and Newton designer gouache. I have this introductory set 10 tubes. This is more than enough because you can mix the colors. If you don't want to mix colors, you can get the pre-mixed color. It has lots of different shade. I have this set. I'll always pre-mix some colors. I'll mix and match and create my own shade. So I don't want any bigger set than this. You can always try getting some Himi gouache also. Those will have some nice pre-mixed different shades of colors. You can try that also. Today I have taken these 10 colors. They are so opaque and vivid colors, I would say. Quality is top notch. I really love this gouache set. I have been using this for around 4 years, I guess. Maybe, yeah, 4 years. Then I am not gonna use water brush for this because we are not gonna do some light washes of color. We are gonna use some opaque colors like this. So the cream consistency would be thick, like a watery lotion, not watery. I am saying that some body lotion kind of consistency it would be. I am gonna use this random synthetic brush, some waste brush also to create some effect. Some Princeton brush for detailing purpose. I don't know what else I'll use. As of now, I have taken this. And for gouache, you should always have 2 cups of water. Because we don't want our artwork to be muddy, right? We want some vivid colors. Especially in my artwork, I need everything more bright and vivid, so I'll use 2 cups of water. First time I'll dip it in with the colored brush. After cleaning it in one bottle, I'll again clean it with fresh bottle. So first time cleaning in one bottle and second time cleaning in another bottle. I have taken this. Let us keep it aside. I don't know how it's gonna work because gouache will work on some 300 GSM. I mean, the watercolor papers, it will work on so good. It will be so bright. I don't know how it's going to work in normal paper. So to prevent uh, the bleed in the next page, in this artwork, to prevent that bleeding, I am gonna use some cardstock kind of paper. I'm not gonna use normal copier paper. This is like a cardstock. I am gonna use it back to protect the artwork. Okay. Let me show how this gouache will work first, and then let's get into the main artwork. Here I have taken my palette. These are the colors that I have used in past some days back. The good thing about this gouache is you can reactivate it if you use some water on top of it, so it won't be problem. Also, one more thing I want to say is if you are having some smaller set like mine, or if you have only the primary colors, you should have loads of white color. This normal plain white color you should have more, because in watercolors what we will do to reduce the color, what will you say, color value, yeah, reduce the color. If you want to make the color lighter, you will use some more water into it and you will dilute the color. In this gouache you cannot do that. You want to use some white color to make it lighter. Here you can see I have used more white here and made it into a light pink. Also here I have used some white color and made it into a light green, like that. So you need to get one extra white if you get addicted into this gouache painting. Then I think I have covered everything that I know. Let's start. Here I have mixed some blue color for the background sky that I have shown in the artwork. Uh, uh, what you want to do is you should mix the color in the right consistency. If you already know how to mix these things, you can skip this part. Those who don't know, you can continue watching it. For gouache, it shouldn't be so thin or watery. It shouldn't be so thick like a toothpaste. It should be like as I have mentioned, it should be like a very thin, light-weighted moisturizer or lotion. Okay, it should be watery, but it should be a little bit thicker. For this purpose, we are using low quality paper, right? We are not using any hot pressed 300 GSM paper or anything, something like that. We are going to use normal paper, so I am reducing the water content and making it like a thick paste. Now I'm gonna color the page. Okay, it's not that bad. Always pre-mix the color that you want, because you will not get the same shade if you're gonna fill out bigger area like this. I should have taken some large brush. I am doing the dry brushing thing because I don't want my brush to be too wet, because it will crinkle the paper. I don't know what it will happen after that. So I am taking it little strong, I mean like a lotion, and applying it. I'm using some loose cardstock. If you want to create any effect, you can create it now. Gouache is a very interesting medium. I really, really, really love using gouache. My first favorite medium is color pencil, and the next would be gouache only, I'd say, because it's such a forgiving medium. You can always reactivate it, and you can correct the mistakes if you have done anything. Because since it is opaque, you can always apply some other color on top of it and correct the mistake. Now I'm using some white color and creating some textures. This is one waste weird of synthetic brush. I am using that like this. I'm stippling it. It didn't crinkle that much. As you can see, it's crinkling, but it didn't leave any marks behind the page, so that it's actually good only. This should work for this entire artwork because it's saving so much time in filling that base color, isn't it? Filling that base color would take so long. After that, creating shadows would be good, but filling that base color will take a long time, especially for this, like this full page illustration. It will take more time. Even months I have worked on a single spread. If you don't have any Posca white pen or jelly roll, you can always use this white color gouache paint instead of that. It's so effective than using jelly roll and what I say, Posca pen, white pen. If you use white pen in your artwork, you can also try this gouache paint because you can easily go on top with color pencil. It would be matte only, so there won't be any issue. It's so matte and it would be good if you use gouache white paint. How's this? I think this is okay. Maybe I can add some more white clouds on top of it and make it vivid. It's too much watery now. Okay. Usually I will not use second layer on top of anything. Now I'm gonna try it. Since you have seen my watercolor video also, I'll use one first wash and later whatever the mistakes may be, I won't reapply it anything on top of that. I mean, I won't go any second layer on top of the first one because I'm so scared because the paper is not good for water mediums. Now I am using it. It's holding okay now, as of now. I hope this should work fine because I'm using like dry brushing only, very minimum water. Yeah. Well, I think this is enough. Let me mix other colors and fill each and every element. Now I'm going to fill this green color, background green color. Have shifted to size 4 smaller brush and gonna concentrate only on the background green. If some color get into the other element, it's okay because this gouache medium is so forgiving, right? You can layer on top of it and cover that mistake. You don't need to worry about that. Just go however you like. Here's a tip. Actually, you can cover these black lines if you take the paint very thick and apply it, and this should be the consistency. of using gouache paint. See here, everything is covered, that black line. Actually, I'm so scared to go on top of it with many layers, so I cannot achieve it in other areas. What I should have done is I should have taken many layers and apply on top of it and cover that black line. Sometimes it's not covering that much because of the black ink they have used. After applying many layers, it is covering to some extent, and at the back you don't find any color bleed. Let me take some thick color and try to cover it here. It's like oily. I don't know what kind of ink they are using for printing this coloring book. See, it's like a lotus leaf. If I take it here, it's not sticking that properly, but after applying some more layers, it's gone. Yeah, perfect. It's actually taking quite good amount of layers. You don't want to worry about it, because you are using that cardstock behind the artwork, right? I'll try to cover everything now. Okay. First, I'm gonna fill only green color because it will be so easy. I'll use some black or white to lighten or darken, some yellows and blues to to give variation to that green color. It would be so easy to first cover the green part only. Okay, after few washes, it's crinkling a little bit, but I have used many layers on top of it. Some darker colors can easily take the black lines. Some colors are not taking that great. I think once it dried, I want to go one more layer on top of it, only on those lines. I want to go on top of it. This book I have ordered from uh, Lulu. This is not a KDP paper, so I don't know how the KDP paper will work, since most of the people, those who are getting my books or using only KDP paper, you can comment me below, because I have used Ingram paper as well as this Lulu paper, but not KDP one. I guess both the qualities are same only. I mean the paper GSM. Yeah. After dried, if you want to cover any particular area, you can go on top of it with some thick uh, color mixing. That's the secret of this covering the black line. I thought of using some white pen. Usually we will do that, right? Using white pen, we will cover the black lines that is already present in the paper, and later we will give shading on top of it using a color pencil. This is much easier actually. After drying, you want to go one more layer on top of it, and in the same color only you can cover the black lines. Now I'm gonna color this grassy kind of bushes. For that, I'm giving some textures like this while filling the shapes, so that it will give that grassy effect. This is the first layer, right? After drying, we can give some shadows or highlight. As of now, I have given some brush effect like this, brush stroke effect like this. See? I think I have maintained enough contrast for this. After giving some detailing, I think this would look good. Next, I'm gonna move this side, left side, green color elements. This is day 2. I couldn't complete that day. Now I am again working on the color blocking. In this gap, I have watched many YouTube tutorials where sorry, people show how to do the foliage and trees, everything. Everything I find out that the basic step is this color blocking. After doing this, we want to let it completely dry like the day one, and we must create foliage. It's so simple. Actually, I'll show you after doing this color blocking. Now let's complete the right side of the page. I have taken one darker shade of green here. What you have to do is mix some dark shade, some medium tone shade, and lighter shade. Mix these three greens that should contrast the color on which you are going to create the foliage, so that it would be really helpful. What we are going to do is go wild and create some textures of foliage here. Go wild and create some foliage kind of effect. Also here. Your mixture should be very thick now, because if you use it wet, since gouache can be reactivated, you will reactivate the background color. So we want to make the paste really thick and use some foliage kind of effect here. If your mixture is watery, then it would activate the blocking layer, and it won't be that much highlighted. It won't pop out actually. So the make sure your mixture now is very thick. It's day 3. I'm still working on this right side. I'm giving some middle tone and correcting the foliage, and later I'll be doing some florals. I'm gonna include the florals in all the bushes. I planned for that and I premix the color. For making the flowers, I have mixed the colors in very thick jelly-like consistency, so that it would be very matte. And later we can, if you want any shades, I can use some color pencils to do that. Moving on to the next floor, I am going as per the thumbnail color blocking. These are pink flowers, and I have planned some purple flowers for this. Gouache will dry in different color, so it will enhance that vibrancy. So that I'm waiting for this to dry. Let's add few more flowers in different directions. I am making sure that my colors are very thick, like acrylic paint. Acrylic, like you'll use acrylic marker, right? It should be in that consistency. I didn't add any water here, just taking the paint directly and making the shapes. If you are using like himi gouache, jelly gouache, then would be so easy. You will already have the shade, so you can take the right shade and apply directly, maybe a small amount of water to activate it. Yeah, I guess this is enough. Next, let's move to other another kind of flower. Maybe we can add some white flowers here to pop out more. I am creating some different shape flowers, something I'm dotting like this, some small strokes. I am variating the shape. I think this is enough. I think I have added enough flour for this right side. Next, we are going to do the left side. Um, I didn't touch anything. First, I need to add some foliage textures, then later flowers if I want to add anything. Also, I haven't touched it in color pencil. So after completing everything, let's move the color pencils. I have completed all the gouache work. Now I have decided to go with my color pencil. I don't want to overdo this. Already I overdid this. I thought of adding only base color and hiding out the lines. Then later, after I watched few tutorials in YouTube how to add foliages and everything, I added few foliage. Even though you can see the paper doesn't crinkle. Actually, this is not the bleed through. I accidentally placed the paintbrush here. Other than that, there is no bleed through here as well as this side of the page. The page has now become very thick actually. After applying gouache, it feels like applying gesso on your canvas. I think after applying gouache, your color pencil will hold very good on top of this. Let's try that out. Where can I start? I don't know. Where should I start? I have Brustro and Sau Color pencil brand here. Everything else is in my cupboard. I want to try it out how everything is working. If I miss any color, I'll go back and grab my other color pencil set. Actually, Sau Color didn't work that well on gouache, and this Brustro pencil is layering so good. Maybe it's with the color issue. Maybe that pastel green didn't work out that much. Let me try it out. Okay, so this right side of the page, I think we don't want to add that much details because I have already added enough gouache here. Everything has foliage and also enough flowers. We want to give some detailings only. In left side, I have used very less detail. Everything I need to cover it using my color pencils. Now we are doing a color pencil work. I am using some lighter and darker shade and mixing everything cohesively. I'm darkening out the flowers as well. Since this video is all about using gouache, I didn't explain that much about color pencil, using color pencil. For this pathway, I am creating some cracked effect and I decided to go with a green pathway. I didn't go for any earth tones. I am using different shades of green with a touch of golden brown and creating this effect. Moving on to this left side, this has more work compared to the right one because I must add more foliage into it. So everything I'm doing it in color pencil here. As you can see in the left side, I have made some curly lines to create the bushy effect and making many effects here. Each one is different from another. I'm maintaining the contrast also. For the place where I need some lighter tones, I'm using directly white color. It's layering so good. Brushstroke white color pencil. I'm using that to give light to each and every element, and later I will top it with green color pencil to settle it down. It actually made a very good uh, option using color pencil on top of gouache. Especially this white color pencil works so good. Later I am using my gouache to create some more florals in this left side, as well as I have darkened some floral in the right side of the page. Now I'm using some Posca markers for some areas like white flowers and creating some white dots, then connecting everything with my color pencil and making it more cohesive and whimsical. We have come to an end to our video. I think you like this artwork. I really enjoyed making this coloring using gouache. I didn't regret it because see here, it actually didn't crinkle that much like using watercolor. uh, Now the page feels little bit thicker, and using color pencil on top of gouache is very easy. I feel like using color pencil on top of gouache is making it easier for the color pencil to layer on top of it. I can do many layers because that base layer gouache is acting like a gesso, and it makes the surface like a chalkboard, and color pencils are like chalk, so we can apply it very easily on top of that. um, I didn't do anything much detailed here. Everything is settled down and very expressive. I really enjoyed making. I feel like I'll use gouache in my other coloring also because I like the effect it created here. If I want to create something similar effect like this, I definitely will use gouache again. I didn't regret it. I really enjoyed making it. And that's all for this video. If you want to follow me in my social media, you can find me at Coloring Ravina Instagram handle. I have included the link in the description. Do check that out for more updates over there. And also subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos like this. That's all. Happy coloring. Bye.